Hey, what's going on, everybody? And this is last video on the booking tutorial. Just wanted to show you. So here we did free consultations, one-on-one booking services, and then this is for paid booking services. We went through different ways of getting payments or just allowing people to see how much they would be. So now we're going to go with group. So multiple participants, and then you got two options. So there's ongoing sessions and a set of sessions. Ongoing sessions would be like something that you do every week, regardless of how many people are there. It's just an ongoing thing. We'll use a gym for this example. So a lot of gyms have like a cycling class that'll be every Tuesday. You can look at some of the examples they put here, like a bi-weekly yoga, dog walking, weekly group tours. So like a tour of the facility. Let's say you had a brewery, and you do every Wednesday you do a tour of the brewery. This would allow people to, book that ahead of time. You can put the amount of people that can book, so you don't overbook it, and so on. And then there's set of sessions. So this would be for if you're going to do like a workshop or a course. So for instance, going back to the gym example, let's say you did a boot camp where people could sign up, and then they're expected to be there every Saturday morning during the boot camp, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the boot camp. So they book it, and it's going to be for a certain amount of time. 4 weeks is a good example. So these are just two different kinds of things you can do. Same thing if you were going to do like a weekly Q&A, you would put that ongoing. And then if you were to do like a how-to workshop for your services, then you can put it in set of sessions. So we're going to use that example for what we're doing here. So ongoing sessions. Now we're going to make a new category. We're going to call this category group services. And we'll do like our weekly, call it podcast Q&A. And join us for live weekly. You also use this for webinars. You're going to do like a weekly webinar to tell people about your services to see if they'll upgrade. I see a lot of people using these kind of things for webinars. Q&A. Band setting, same thing like before. Paid or free. We're going to make this free. But in this one, as a side note, because it's done weekly, no matter what, you can add it to a paid plan. We'll do it free, but same kind of payment options as before. Online, both. You want to add the amount of people here so you don't overbook yourself. How many different people can one client book? So like, for instance, some people might be booking their friends or their colleagues, their wife or their husband. So you can allow that, maybe two, if you wanted to do something like that. For our purposes, we'll just do one. The amount of time, about an hour sounds right. It's just saying how long we're going to run the service for. So it's going to let us automatic date for a year, but we can change those start and end dates if we want. So if we think we're only going to offer, this podcast or the webinar for a month or 2 months or however much it's going to be, we could change that, but it's a default date for a year, and then what days it's going to be. So if we want to do it on Monday and Wednesday, and not the rest of the days, set your person. And you could also do it for multiple times in the same day. So like for the webinar thing, you might have multiple people, so multiple trainers. That's another option here. Or you might have multiple times in the same day. So you might have one from 10 to 11, and then one from 1 to 2 on Monday, and then only do it on Mondays or only do it on Fridays. You kind of see here. You'd have to play around with it depending on how you want to set it up. You have multiple people being able to lead it, or if you're just leading it, and then the amount of time that people will be able to book these amount of classes. So this is really good for like workout classes, training classes, webinars, all that kind of stuff. And then set your location. And then let's add another one. And it's going to be a set of sessions. So put website. And we're going to put it in group services. So build your own Wix website, group services, picture of a group of people getting taught on the computer. Learn to build your website with an instructor. Add some more info. Same thing here. Before being able to accept a booking or not. The one thing I want to mention here is that there's no option to add this to a paid plan. This is something separate because it's only going to be offered for a certain amount of time. And then, you can also request a deposit. So this is the kind of thing where I would see requesting a deposit would make a lot of sense. If you've got a course that would be $1,000, you request $200, and then they could pay as the course goes on, or however you see fit. For me, once again, I'm going to leave it as free. You can like 20 people can come in. You can only book one at a time. And then now you set your start and your end date. So it's going to be a 1 month, 2 month, however you want to do it. I know right now the popular thing is making a program that'll be something they can complete in like 90 days. So July to August. Right. Let's go ahead. Yeah, so July to August, August to September, and September to October. That'll be the end of it. So now they've got 3-month course. You can do it like every Saturday from 9 to 10. And then like the Score Orlando, a small business mentor program out here. Save. And we would have those here for group services, and you could play around with them, but I just wanted to also show you that option. And you need to have a Wix business plan to be able to do these and to accept payments. So also keep that in mind. You got that here. We're going to go ahead and publish. Give it a sec. All right, perfect. So we published. Go to our site, see how it looks. And see to let them know what dates we kind of put in there. We allow it to happen, which staff members they can choose from. And then they could book, or if we made it a paid thing, then they would go through the paid options. And same thing here. See, now they're booking in. And let's go back. See, it lets them know here on this page. That's 13 sessions. It's every week from 9 to 10. So that's what they're agreeing to. Their information. And then book. All right, so those are the two different kinds of group things you can do. And you can play around with those however you see fit for your business. But I wanted to also go over that in the booking. If you have any questions, just leave them below or contact us directly at 407-558-2789. Thanks for watching. Take care.